Welcome to Pasco eSchool. I'm Mrs. Joanne Glenn, the principal at Pasco eSchool, and I hope your online courses will be enriching, engaging learning experiences for you. I've asked our assistant principals, school counselors, and instructional coach to join me in this welcome call video so that we can introduce you to several important aspects of all of our courses. Once we're done, you'll schedule an appointment time for you and your parents to talk with your online teacher to go over course specifics, which will complete your requirement for a welcome call.
Hello, my name is Erin Senior, and I am one of your assistant principals here at Pasco eSchool. We are frequently asked the difference between Pasco eSchool and Florida Virtual School. Pasco eSchool is a Pasco County public school, just like the brick-and-mortar school you are sitting in now. We are a franchise of Florida Virtual, which means most of our courses are the same as FLVS. We purchase them from Florida Virtual School and have Pasco County teachers teach them on the FLVS platform. Other courses we offer use Canvas or My Learning as the teaching platform. The coursework is written and taught by Pasco County teachers. We like this arrangement because it means Pasco eSchool students have a local connection to their teachers who can meet with them in the virtual learning lab or online through Adobe Connect live lessons. Unlike Florida Virtual students, Pasco eSchool students don't have to wait for a spot to open up in their requested courses. Finally, Pasco eSchool is the only year-round public school in Pasco County, so our secondary students can take classes even over the summer. Have a great year!
Hi everyone, I'm Pam Willoughby, the other assistant principal here at Pasco eSchool. I'm in one of the classrooms that we use on our live lesson days. Let's take a few minutes and talk about what it will take for you to be successful in your online classes. The first thing you need to know about is academic integrity. We take that very seriously because we know that students learn best when they do their own reading, research, writing, and creating. We use a program called Turnitin.com, and every one of the assignments you submit goes through Turnitin. This program checks your assignments and compares them to other students' submitted assignments, as well as websites, to ensure that the work you submit truly is yours. Your online teachers receive a report that gives them information, and if any part of your assignment matches existing work anywhere on the World Wide Web, Turnitin advises the teacher to report those matches to FLVS's Academic Integrity Team. The team reviews the incidents and advises the teacher about which consequences to assign to the student. Those can range from resubmitting work, to having proctored exams, to being withdrawn from the course with a failing grade even. If you ever have any questions about how to cite your research correctly in your assignments, please check with your online teacher or virtual learning lab facilitator.
Hi, I'm Miss Selena Rieker, Pasco eSchool's counselor for our full-time students. Let's talk about how much coursework you'll be getting done in your virtual courses each week. No matter if you're full-time with us or share courses with your brick-and-mortar school, submitting at least 3 assignments per week in most of your online courses is essential to your success. You can work ahead and turn in more. Be sure to submit at least 3 a week. One of the tools you can use to stay on track is a pace chart, which can be generated from each of your courses. Pace charts are checklists of assignments and exams, making it easy to see exactly what you need to do each week. Select PACE, then Individual PACE Planner from Course Options in your class to print your own pace charts. At that 3-a-week pace, you'll be completing required discussion-based assessments, DBAs, with your teacher every 2 to 3 weeks. You'll also need to complete 1 collaboration assignment for almost every course, and Pasco eSchool offers Adobe Connect live lessons to help you meet that requirement. You'll learn more about live lessons and how to sign up for them next month when your school's Virtual Learning Lab liaison visits your class.
I'm Mrs. Susan Carr, Pasco eSchool's counselor for shared students whose last names begin with the letters A through L. Regular contact with your online teachers is another important aspect of your online courses. You'll quickly learn that communication is key to success. Make sure to check your email every time you log in, both on the dashboard and in your course. Also, be sure to check the announcement page frequently for updates, resources, and more. Important administrative messages are always posted at the bottom of your course pages too. Once a month, you're required to have a parent-teacher-student phone conference called a monthly call. At that time, your teacher will update you and your parent or guardian about your grades, pace, and how you're doing keeping up with your coursework. It's also a good time to talk about any concerns you might have, so be sure to schedule those monthly calls. Remember, your online teachers want to know how you're doing and what they can do to support your success, so feel free to contact them in between monthly calls too.
Hi everyone, I'm Mrs. Missy Radel, Pasco eSchool's counselor for shared students whose last names begin with the letter M through Z. One other important part of online courses is the grace period. You have 28 calendar days from the day you are activated into a class to decide if you would like to remain in the course or not. If you decide a class isn't for you, or that is just not a good time for you to take it, your teacher can request to have you removed from the class within the first 28 days without it affecting your transcripts. If you decide to withdraw after the first 28 days, it will be reflected on your FLVS transcripts. Your brick-and-mortar school counselor will be notified of the drop so you can be enrolled in another class, either online, in a physical classroom at your school, or even dual enrollment, so you maintain the full class schedule required by law.
I'm Desiree Mosser, Pasco eSchool's instructional coach, and you are going to love this news. Did you know that every single student in Pasco County has their very own free Office 365 account? You can download Word, PowerPoint, Excel, and more by visiting https://login.microsoftonline.com. Your username is your 6-digit student ID number followed by @student.pasco.k12.fl.us. And your password is the unique single sign-in, or SSI, one that is a combination of a 5-letter word followed by 2 numbers, followed by a punctuation mark like the example you see on the screen. You can also check your Pasco eSchool course for this download information. Did I mention that this was free?
So there you have it, the common aspects of all of the online classes you'll be taking through Pasco eSchool. It's time to meet your teacher and learn more about your specific course.
Your next step is to visit Pasco eSchool's website. Click on Schedule an Appointment. Scroll down through the Pasco eSchool staff directory to find your teacher. Once you've found that teacher, click on Schedule an Appointment, and then follow the prompts from that point depending on what kind of appointment you need.
I encourage you to reach out to your online teachers anytime you need help, even if you don't have a scheduled appointment. They really are real people who are here to help you when you get stuck. They're available through email, text, and phone every day between the hours of 8 a.m. and 8 p.m., except for weekends and holidays. If you need to leave a message, be sure to include your name and contact information so that they can get back in touch with you as soon as possible. Thanks for joining us and for choosing Pasco eSchool. Have a fantastic school year.